Luka Doncic just got traded to the LA Lakers, and no, Shams did not get hacked. And I'm just, as a Laker fan, I'm shocked. How the hell did the LA Lakers get Luka Doncic? Like, okay, let's think about it. Like, the shock is slowly, still hasn't gone away, but Luka Doncic is a Laker. Okay, let's think about the Lakers side. They traded Anthony Davis, they traded Max Christie, they traded a first-round pick. You got Luka Doncic though. Luka Doncic probably has a top 2 future in the entire NBA. Maybe you can put Wemby over Luka, but Luka has done like 6 All-NBA first, 5 All-NBA teams in a row. Just led the Mavericks to the finals. I'm just so shocked why the Mavericks would trade him. I saw this report that the GM was like, "Oh, we want a defensive player. We want a defensive all defensive player and all NBA player." But you have Luka Doncic. You're the only team that has Luka Doncic. Why would you trade him? And also, like, how do you not get more value? How do you not? Anthony Davis is great, you know, but he's also like 30. He has been in the NBA for so long. You're trading a star that is going to be a Hall of Famer. Why would you trade that? Sure, Luka's faced injury problems, but still, when you have a generational talent like that, what is going on? Like, I'm sure Mark Cuban's. I don't know how Mark Cuban would allow this. Like, I'm just shocked by just how random this is. This random February 1st day. Luka didn't even request a trade. AD didn't request a trade. They both pulled the trigger. And for the Lakers, I mean, yeah, they have no big man. Jackson Hayes is the only big, but still, you have freaking Luka Doncic. You have Luka Doncic. You have a top 5 player in the NBA paired up with LeBron James. Is LeBron gonna retire anymore? I don't even know, because now he actually has a star that is going to take the ball out of his hands, allow him to be more off ball, be that secondary playmaker. That's what LeBron has been wanting to do with AD, but now you have Luka Doncic to do that for you? And I'm just like, it was so random. I was just like on my phone and I just see Luka Doncic Laker. I like so many others thought Shams got hacked, but no. Luka Doncic is an actual LA Laker, and like, this team is going to be so fun to watch. Just buy a Luka Doncic jersey already. Like, all those Photoshop jerseys of Luka, like before, I never thought this would actually happen, and look at right now. Luka Doncic is a Laker. I'm just still so confused why the Mavericks would do this. I mean, yes, Luka's been hurt, but also they've been sliding down. Why did they have to pull the trigger like this? You have a generational talent on your hands that is homegrown. Why would you just trade him? Especially for, like, you could have got Austin Reeves, you could have got Dalton Connect, all these other young players. If you want to win now, I don't know if trading for Anthony Davis and Max Christie is enough to compete against this Lakers team, against this Denver team. It just doesn't make the sense. Like, I'm just okay. Maybe we'll get more reports. Maybe Luka has like this serious injury, but I don't think it's that bad. Maybe Luka was a cancer in the locker room, which I highly doubt. Maybe they're just in love with Anthony Davis. Still, like, the Mavericks, like Kyrie and Anthony Davis, sure, that's gonna be a nasty duo. That's a duo that on paper looks really, really good, but still, like, you trade a Luka Doncic, you trade a top 5 player in the NBA that's 25, 26 years old. That doesn't happen. You're trading the player that has carried you to a Western Conference Finals appearance, the successor to Luka, a Finals appearance just last season. The Mavericks made the Finals last season, and all of a sudden, they're trading their best player. Luka didn't even ask for a trade once again. They just randomly traded. This doesn't happen in the NBA. Normally, it's a star requesting a trade. Like, sure, Dallas is, of course, not the smallest market. They're a relatively big market, but still, you have Luka Doncic on your hands. You have someone that is the future of the NBA in your hands. Why are you trading him for Anthony Davis, like a 30-year-old Anthony Davis? Why are you only getting one first-round pick? Do you really think Anthony Davis is that close to Luka Doncic? No, he's not. Anthony Davis has injury problems. He's currently injured. Like, it just doesn't make sense. In the Lakers, I mean, they wanted to make a big move. It's the LA fan base. Also for the future, like, this is a better move for the future. Building around Luka Doncic, building around Anthony Davis, a big difference. Luka has proven that even with not the greatest supporting cast, he can make the NBA Finals if you have just a solid big man, maybe another star, just people that play defense, catch and shoot threes. Luka will get wins for you. And just Luka and LeBron, that's gonna be a crazy tangent. I mean, I think the Lakers, of course, need a big man. They need at least someone who can at least guard and put at least an effort against Nikola Jokic. They need someone that can rebound, just be that rim presence, and I think that's definitely possible for them to find. But you have Luka Doncic on your team. Every team would want Luka Doncic on your team, and by only giving up Anthony Davis, I thought if the Lakers were going to make a big move for one of these stars, which of course never happens, I would expect Dalton to be in the deal, Austin Reeves to be in this deal. As a Mavs fan, I would feel terrible if I saw this deal. Your franchise player for just Anthony Davis, one singular first-round pick. That's really all the Mavericks could get. Were they that desperate to get rid of Luka Doncic? There's it just isn't registering in my mind what's going on. You don't see these big superstars getting traded. When was the last time a big superstar got traded out of nowhere? The last superstar, let's think, Damian Lillard. He requested a trade. Kevin Durant requested a trade. Jimmy Butler is going to request a trade. All of these stars, Anthony Davis himself asked out for a trade. You don't see these stars who are homegrown, who have already proven success. All those other people, they were disgruntled. They weren't happy with the situation. Luka seemed happy with the Mavericks. He just made the NBA Finals. What more can you ask for? And I don't know, for the future, this may be one of the worst trades for the Mavericks. Maybe it's actually a good trade. Maybe Luka is crippled. I highly doubt it, but I'm just what was the urgency for them to move Luka Doncic? I couldn't. I know they the problem is that they were good before Luka. They were a top 4 seed, and then Luka goes down at Christmas and missed down to the 9th seed. That's not Luka's fault. That's Luka isn't on the court. And then Anthony Davis, sure, defensive presence. Anthony Davis is an amazing player, but he gets injured himself. He has his own problems that are serious, and you can't ignore. And then the Lakers, there's a lot of flaws with this team, but you have Luka Doncic on your team. If you take the chance to get Luka Doncic, you're taking the chance. You're getting and seizing that opportunity every single time. But it's just so shocking. You don't see these big name superstars getting shipped out on a random Saturday night. That just doesn't happen. I'm so curious to see how it's gonna go out for both sides. Luka and LeBron is gonna be nasty. AD and Kyrie is also gonna be nasty, but I'm just in shock and what is going on with the NBA.